Okay, class, this is our intro to binary assignment. So far we have learned what programming is, right? It is a set of instructions for a machine to complete a task. So simply put, programming is instructions, right? Then we learned about the different programming languages. Just like we have different languages, English, Spanish, French, programming has different languages. JavaScript, Python, Swift, and each of those languages have different rules. So we also learned about the three fundamental programming language types: machine language, assembly language, and high-level language. So machine language is the only language that uses binary. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. What is binary? So that's your first question. What is binary and which computer language uses it? I just gave you the answer. So again, if you don't know or don't remember or we're blanking out on me, Google it, or you can come to the overview and look for the answer. Our main objective for this assignment is we are going to explain the binary representation of data and programs in computers. So let's jump to our overview. Again, a lot of yellow, a lot of things highlighted. So again, pay attention to those particular parts of the slides. You don't necessarily have to read everything on the slide, but if I'm highlighting them, it's definitely for a reason. I'll review some of this stuff. So remember, a machine language program uses binary coding system. Again, let's remember to note that machine language is the only language that computers can understand. And machine language is represented in binary, zeros and ones. So again, another example here of binary language. You can take a look at it. This one down here is hello world, the words hello and world represented in binary code. So if you look at this here, this figure, and if you need to increase the size, remember Zoom, you can increase it to 200. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's move over because I do want to focus on this for 1 second. So a byte equals 8 bits. So when somebody talks about a byte, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits. 1 bit is one of these numbers, either a 0 or 1. That is 1 bit. But to have a byte, we need 8 of them. Right? So bits and bytes are the fundamental units of binary. Right? Each byte is a combination of zeros and ones that represent an instruction to the computer. So this is an instruction. These 8 bits are an instruction to the computer. So let's go. What are the two basic units of binary code? We just went over that. Hint, they both do start with a B. So the answer is here, and it is in that figure. True, false. You can kind of review that question and give me an answer. And then we are going to move on to your actual binary activity here. So let me review this so you understand what to do. So here is a binary example. It says here we're going to use the number 0 as code for off and the number 1 as code for on, because that's what binary is. It's either having a switch on or off, and that's represented by either a 0 or a 1. So 0 is going to represent off, and 1 is going to represent on. So 0 is black, 1 is yellow. So each slide example, for each slide that you'll see, there will be a pattern to the right. Using the binary method of 0 and 1, write the binary code that will create each design. On the final slide, you'll create your own design and then code it. For example, this first line right here is represented in binary by 0, 1, 0, 1 because it's black, yellow, black, yellow. The next line of this example is represented by 1, 0, 1, 0 because it's yellow, black, yellow, black. So for the next couple slides, you're going to write here, double click in the shape next to it, and give me the code that represents that line of pattern. I'll do this first one for you. So we know this first line here should be 0 to start because it's black. Yellow comes next, so that should be 1, and then black again, and then yellow, and then black. So the binary code for this first line is 0, 1, 0, 1. So continue through the remaining lines of the pattern and type in your binary code. You'll do the same for these. Just double click in the shape and type in your binary code to give me that pattern. And then here, the final slide, you will create your own pattern. So you can double click inside one of these squares, go to your fill color and fill it with black or fill it with yellow. And then create a binary code over to the right to represent your pattern. We'll finish off with a what did you learn? Let me know what you learned. And then finally, we will have our Google Forms review questions. Once you're done with that Google form, you are done with this assignment.